Hey everybody, it's Trey here at Hunhoff Heritage Farm. I apologize, it's been a minute since I've made a video, but we've been incredibly busy at work doing side dressing, trying to get that done in between rainstorms, which seem to come every week for about the last month. So that slowed things down at work, but have made things busy when we can go. And then trying to get some stuff done at the farm, like getting the first and second cutting of alfalfa done and put up. Again, fighting rainstorms. I'm trying to get that done without getting rained on. So yeah, I apologize again, but I'm gonna get some stuff done around the farm today. It was an early day, and then tomorrow. So yeah, so tag along. Well, a couple things in this video you're gonna see. I'm gonna take the duals off the 5088. I've gotten that running since the earlier post this spring, and I'm going to take the duals off of that because that's going to go on our newest piece of equipment, which I have yet to unveil to my followers here. So stick around for this video and you'll get to see what that is. Pretty excited about it. Don't quite know how I feel, but we're going to try her out, and I've heard good things and gotten good feedback on it, and so it should make our lives a little easier when it comes to hay production here. So I'll take a better video, but here's the 5088. I got her up on a block on the inside wheel there, so this outside wheel is up off the ground. And I'll show that again later. But we're gonna take this dual off and turn it around and drive up on the block on the other side and take that dual off too. All right, well, we got one wheel off. That went a little quicker and faster than I expected it to. There's really not much to it. You just take the lug nuts out and don't let it fall on you, but not as bad as I remember either. So I'll show you here. I'll get the tractor, turn it around, drive it up on the block, and we'll get this other one taken off. Well, that's where I left her. And that's where she is. Apparently, apparently the park brake wasn't set all the way. So it's always good to double check stuff like that. That's how accidents can happen. But she looks a little weird. It's been a while since I've seen her without the duals on. She looks so small now. But here we go. All right, well, we got the duals out the 50. She's over there. I think it's finally time to do the big announcement. The newest piece of equipment on our farm is well, just made it worse. I don't know how I feel about it. I still kind of feel sick about it, but I'm sure my dad and grandparents are spinning in their graves just down the road. I think sometimes if you listen at night when things are calm, you can hear woo. But nah, all fun and games. Well, without further ado, here we go. And boys and girls, there she is. A green baler. Went with a John Deere 535 large round baler. So that's why I said the things I did. It's not the first piece of green equipment on this farm, but it's been a couple generations since we got some more green on the farm. It's gonna look a little bit like Christmas time here when we're out baling hay now. So quite a bit of a step up from our small square baler. Not that that's a bad baler, but my dad, when I told him we should get back into doing our own small square bales, he laughed at me and said something along the lines of, you know, son, they call them idiot bales for a reason. Well, after doing it for a few years, I can see why they're called idiot bales. So this is just going to make it a whole lot easier making hay, baling hay, I should say. They store outside better than small square bales do. You don't need to keep them covered or necessarily in a building, so they can kind of sit outside for a little bit longer. Not that that's ideal either, but not having a lot of room for hay storage, it's more ideal for me in my situation right now. So the old corn crib where we were storing our hay bales still has old grass small square bales in it, and that's why I prolonged unloading those small square alfalfa bales from our first cutting here. I didn't want to take up room in a barn, but the flatbed sitting in the machine shed was taking up a lot of space, and we've had some bad weather kind of come through, and I don't like the tractors just sitting outside when there is a bad weather coming. So now if there is, I can get the tractors in the shed or put them in there when they're not getting used. And anyways, but so we upgraded to a round baler, and it's green. It almost feels like a sin, but like I said, it's not the first piece, and then I'm hoping it's gonna be the last. So we'll see. I don't think it's not gonna become a regular thing. We'll just put it that way. So I was told this 535 for someone beginning round baling is a great baler. They're simple, easy to work on, easy to run. It's twine only, which is fine with me. Not just getting started. I don't need to be dealing with net wrap and all that too. So we're gonna find out. Didn't quite time it out to try it on the alfalfa. Like I said, we got a rainstorm that popped up while that was coming, and so thankfully my buddy had time to run down and roll those alfalfa bales up off a second cutting. So I got my grass hay to do yet, and that's what we're going to try her out on, weather pending. We're going to have a couple days here of decent weather, but then we got chances of rain midweek next week, so I'm not sure when we'll cut it. Maybe after this next rain system, so maybe later next week. But we're going to put the 5088 on it, so and then we'll get the monitor in, get it all hooked up and ready to go, and that's just kind of where I wanted to be today. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it pans out here for me. Well, and there she is. I just got the hitch hooked up, but like I said, it's gonna be Christmas time around here, out making round bales now. What's the guy gotta do? We'll see if she pans out. So the guy I bought it from kind of has everything bundled up here, zip tied together. Got some wires that may need addressing since they're exposed, but probably gonna cut everything apart, just make sense of what's what and where it goes, and then get it strung up for the cords for the monitor and stuff, strung up into the cab. Over here I still got the planning monitor and the cords, so I'm gonna have to take that out, and then hopefully where the monitor is inside the tractor for the planter, I'll be able to mount the monitor for the baler. So anyways, that's what I'm going to work on here. But got the hydraulics hooked up, got the pin in, hitch pin, and we're going to tackle this next.